Om Namo Venkatesaya. We have so far seen all the Palashruti in the Palashruti. What are the things that a person will get by chanting Vishnu Sahasranama regularly? He will get, from what we have seen, he will get anything in this world. Vishnu Sahasranama give us all the four Purushastas. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksham can be completely obtained by chanting regularly Vishnu Sahasranama. So nothing you can't get by chanting Vishnu Sahasranama as such. So almost the Palashruti is complete with that. But then subsequently Bhishma Pitama is extolling the greatness of Mahavishnu in this in this Palashruti. In fact, why should the person talk about the greatness of Mahavishnu? That question arises in the mind of everybody. Now the simple reason is like that. When somebody says that you will get anything in this world. In fact, Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padal says in the Palashruti, he says Alpa Prayasam Analpa Palam. That means Alpa Prayasam is very little effort. Alpa means very small effort. Prayasam is effort. Very little effort. Analpa Palam. That means very unlimited fruits. So that is the greatness of Vishnu. That's what he says. Now the doubt arises in the mind of people. How is it possible by just chanting Vishnu Sahasranam can we get all these things? I don't think so. That's the doubt that people will have. So in order to clear that doubts, the Bhishma Pitama says in the subsequent slokas, about 8-9 slokas, he says the greatness of Mahavishnu, because Mahavishnu is the supreme commander of this universe. Everything is under his control. When everything is under his control, nothing is impossible for him. That's why he's talking about so many things are under his control in each sloka. When everything is under his control, then nothing is impossible for him. For example, even if in your own Laukika example, we are working in an office. If you are very close to or if the boss of the office, the owner knows you very well, then all your immediate bosses will not wag their tail. They will be very careful with you. This man is very close to the boss, the ultimate boss, therefore you must be very careful with him. So similarly when the various devatas like Yama, Varuna, Indra know that you are the bhakta of Vishnu, then they won't do anything. The Navagrahas will not have any effect on you. That's why you will be able to get whatever you want. That's the reason why he is talking about the greatness of Mahavishnu in this subsequent slokas. Let's go on to the first sloka on that. Dausya Chandrarka Nakshatra Kamdi Shobur Maho Dadihi Vasudevasya Viryena Vidrtani Mahatmanaham. So Vasudevasya Viryena Vidrtani. That means because of this, the valorousness or the greatness of Vasudeva, Bhagavan Vishnu, all these things are being sustained. What are the things that are being sustained? Jauhu means sky. Sa Chandra Arka. Sa Chandra means along the sky, along with Chandra. Chandra means moon. Arka means sun. The sky along with the sun and the moon. Nakshatra, all these stars. Come. Come means the greater loka, that is like Indraloka. Indraloka, Dishaha, all these directions. Buhu, this entire universe. Mahodadi, all these oceans. So that means the Indraloka, the sky, the moon, the stars, the sun, and the directions and the oceans, everything is being sustained by Mahatmana, the great Paramatma Vasudeva. Because of his valorousness, because of his strength, all these things are being sustained. That's what he's saying. The next sloka is, this is all this, with the various inert things. Now he is talking about all the living things. Sasura Asura Gandharvam Sayachora Garachasam Jagadvase Vartatedam Krishnasya Sacharacharam. Then Sura means the Devatas. That is they are called Sura. Asura means all these Asuras, the Rakshasas. Gandharvas are the celestial singers. Gandharva. Yaksha is one some portion of this, the celestial beings, demi-celestial beings. Yaksha, like Kubera and others are called Yaksha. Uraga means all these snakes, serpents. Rakshasam, all these Rakshasas, people who move about at nights, they get the power during the Nisacharas. That's what Rakshasas. Jagat Vase. So the entire universe, Jagat means the entire universe, Vase Vartatedam. That means Krishna's, that's because of this, all these things are under the control. Jagat Krishnasya Vase. That means under the control of Krishna, all these things, that is all these Devatas, the Asuras, the Gandharvas, the Yakshas, the serpents, Rakshasas, the entire universe is completely under Sacharacharam. That means the Chara means which is moving, Achara means which is not moving. So all the moving and immovable things, everything is under the control of Krishna, Sri Krishna Paramatma. That's what he's saying. Next sloka, Indriyani Mano buddhis sattvam tejo balam drutihi vasudevatmakanyahuhu kshetram kshetrajnyevacha. Indriyani, the 10 indriyas, no, the 5 jnanendriyas, the ears, the eyes, the nose, the tongue, as well as this skin. These are the jnanendriyas. They are called jnanendriyas, which only through them only we get to know about the outside world. Either we see them, either we hear them, either we taste the one, or whether we touch them. So we get to know these are called jnanendriyas. Then we have the 5 karmendriyas. We respond to that external stimuli through our actions. The karmendriyas are, the hands, the mouth, that is we respond by speaking, the hands, the feet, then the organ of reproduction, and then the organ of excretion. These are the 5 karmendriyas. So jnanendriyas, karmendriyas, all this indriyani, manaha, the mind, buddhihi, the intellect, sattvam teja, so all this, this sattva gunas, tejaha means all this effulgence, balam, the strength, dhritihi, the fortitude, all these things, vasudeva atmakani, so they are all part of this Vasudeva's sariram, they are all part of this Vasudeva's body. That's what they say. All this kshetram kshetrajnyevacha, that means kshetram is inert things, that is this body is called as, in fact Krishna says in the 13th chapter of this Bhagavad Gita, kshetra kshetrajnyevacha idam sariram kaunteya kshetramit abhidiyate etet yoveti tam parahu kshetrajnya ittadvidah. That means one who knows this body is called as kshetram because it is inert, and the person who knows this kshetram is called as kshetrajna. That means the knowing principle is called as kshetrajna. So all this kshetrajna, that means inert as well as the sentient things, all these things are as part of the Vasudeva's body. That's what he is saying. Next, sarva gamanam achara pratamam parikalpitah achara prabhavo dharmo dharmasya prabhurachitah. So sarva agama means all these various the scriptures and these shastras, all this agamanam, gama means to go, agamanam to come. So all these scriptures are for us to come back to the Vaikuntha, the place from where we all came. So sarva agam, all these agamas, for all them what is the important thing? Pratamam parikal acharam. Acharam is good conduct. Chara means is not to move about. So good conduct, good way of leading life. That is what is the acharam is the pratamam. That is the primary requirements for all these various agamas. This what you do, this you do like that, you do like that. That is what is called as achara. So that is the primary thing for this various agamas. Achara prabhavo dharmo. No, from the achara comes dharma. So dharma is only all the good things that are to be followed. That is what is from the achara comes the dharma. And dharma se Prabhu, who is Dharma, the Lord of Dharma is none other than Achyuta. Achyuta means, the word used is very important. Achyuta means one who doesn't allow things to fall off. That is what is called as Achyuta means to fall off. Achyuta means one who doesn't allow things to fall off, to remain as it is. So that means that is the role Bhagavan plays. Bhagavan says in Gita also, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharate abhyutanam adharmasya tadatmanam. Whenever there is a decline of Dharma, Bhagavan doesn't let it go, then he incarnates and then restores it back. He now doesn't allow the Dharma to fall back. So that is the role that Bhagavan plays, and therefore Bhagavan is the the Lord of this Dharma, and therefore he has used the right word Achyuta. That's what in this particular place. So we will next sloka is Rishaya Pitaro Deva Mahabhutani Datavaha Jankama Jankamam Chedam Jagannarayanodbhav. So all these things, not only that, the Rishaya, the various Rishis, the Pitrus, that means the ancestors, the forefathers, Devatas, Devaha, Mahabhutani Datavaha. So in the entire Panchabhutas, the Panchabhutas, the Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apaha, Prathivi, that means the sky, air, water, Agni, that is fire, water, and then this earth. All these things, Panchabhutani, Dhatavaha, that means all these things which are found in this, Dhatu. Dhatu means all these, minerals and everything that are found inside the earth itself, like diamond, coal, and all those things. Jangama, Jangamam, that means Jangama means which is moving, Ajangama which doesn't move. Chaidam, all these things came from Bhagavan Vishnu only. Jagan Narayanodbhav, the entire universe itself came from Bhagavan only. That's what he's saying. So all that he's saying is everything is under the control of Mahavishnu. Om Namo Venkateshaya.